Hi everyone, Stefan here. Welcome to the stream as usual. So last time we did Marty McFly from Back to the Future. Interestingly, I was noticing on Instagram the two most popular characters that I've done so far in terms of number of likes are by far Marty McFly and Forrest Gump, which are two characters from Robert Zemeckis movies. So kind of tells you that Robert Zemeckis really touched people with his characters and the way he managed to I think he managed to capture really people's attention, and was able to make very relatable characters, I think. So but yeah, they have way more likes than any other characters. I think around 310 likes for each one, and I think the next one after that is Snake Plissken with 250, and then it plummets down to 200 and 150 for all the other ones. So very successful Marty. It's gonna be probably it's gonna beat in the end. I think it'll beat Forrest Gump by maybe a few votes. So it's interesting. So it was a good one to do. So since we're here and we're in Back to the Future, I was thinking that I probably need to do Emmet Brown, the dog, since they're such a pair, such a duo. Seems odd not to have Emmet Brown, and since I'm in Back to the Future, I might as well do it right away. Now the question is, what Emmet Brown do we do? Because my first instinct is to make the Emmet Brown from the first film. How can I? Oh, that's weird. From the first movie, which is the one when he has the the lab coat and the whole mad scientist outfit, like this, like this one. But it's another character in a white lab coat with a white shirt. Not the most interesting, I have to say. So visually it's not super exciting. That's kind of I think one of the toys they made, where he has the tool belt and everything, and he has the remote control for the car. So that's really that's what he wears in the beginning. And then there's the other option, is to make him as what he wears in the second film. But then is it weird to have Marty McFly with the outfit from 1 with Emmet Brown from 2? Technically it's possible, because right at the end of the first film, Emmet Brown comes back from the future and he tells Marty that there's going to be a problem with his kids, so they have to go back to the future. And at that point he wears the where he has the infamous line, where we go we don't need roads. He has at that point the future, the Back to the Future outfit 2 from the second film, since he came back from the future already, while Marty still has he's still wearing the clothes that he had at the end of the first one, which are the same that we did there. So it's technically possible that they're together at some point with those two different outfits, but is it iconic though? That's the question. I'm kind of I wonder if it's as iconic as having Emmet Brown from the first one. So kind of a question there. And I guess I mean I could still find something interesting. Like, first of all, he has the the hazmat gloves there, the yellow gloves. So that's something. He can hold the remote control. That's another thing that we can show. Or we do him as in that. Wait a minute, that's in the no, that's in the first one. Yeah, I think when he demonstrates the thing with the electricity and the car, right? So there's this outfit too. It's cool about this is the big protection goggles, but everything else is kind of meh. So so I'd be, wow, they're so old. That's so weird. This is very weird. Such a strange picture, because he's not I mean, he's different, but he still looks the part, whereas Michael J. Fox looks so much older. It's funny. So I guess it should be this in the end. And then maybe I have to make the pose interesting enough so that I mean, this is kind of, I kind of like this, like the hunched forward. He's a little bit he's got a bit of a limp, and he's because he's old, you know. And actually this interesting comes from the fact that this happened the way he was always hunched forward was because he was so tall compared to Michael J. Fox that the director had always some issues to frame them together. So they asked Emmet Brown, Christopher Lloyd, they asked him to hunch, and so that they would have they could frame them more easily. And then it became sort of a signature of the character, the fact that he's a little old and he's hunched forward. But that really came from a problem of that the director had. So there's this, and there's the tool belt. So that's a little that's a little detail that will break out the white. So I kind of like. I mean, this toy doesn't look good, but it doesn't really matter. I kind of like that pose. It's kind of leaning forward a little bit. It's got a remote control, tool belt. The hair obviously is a big part of it. So I think I'm gonna go for that, most likely. Plus this is kind of cool, the orange there. Wish I could see the feet a little better. Can I? No videos. Blech. Oh, there you go. So yeah, he's got the sort of hazmat boots. I think they're orange or brown. Not sure. Not too sure. Let's try and find another picture. Tools. Try to find a bigger picture. Sometimes just doing that gives you some other results. Because I mean, even those clothes, I'm not a huge fan of that look anyway. So that's inaccurate, because I don't think the shoes are black. Not sure actually. I need to find a real reference. So that's this guy who did this this sculpture. Where can I find should look where easy. Where are you, Doc? Where can we find you? I guess one option to make sure would be to go YouTube and then Back to the Future, Emmet Brown, see what comes up. There might be some excerpt of the movie DeLorean. Let's see this. Maybe we'll see. It's just really to see what kind of feet does he have. Also, they were happy to go for to change Eric Stoltz for Michael J. Fox, because Michael J. Fox was very comfortable on a skateboard. He was also skateboarding when he was in high school, so they didn't have to teach him anything. Let's see, maybe we'll get lucky, get a shot. And also I need to make Einstein, which in the original script from Zemeckis was supposed to be a chimpanzee, but the one of the studio execs wanted to replace the monkey with the dog, so it ended up being a dog. But it was called Einstein too. I guess a monkey was a little more wacky, maybe a little closer to the kind of personality that Doc Brown could have. But they must have thought that that a monkey would be too much of a statement, maybe hard to film with, potentially dangerous, and also that it would steal the some scenes, and maybe they wanted a pet that was more like in the backdrop. Okay, I think we're gonna get the shot there when he comes out of the car. Yeah. So yellow feet, some sort of Snickers or something. The shirt, some sort of a colorful pattern shirt underneath. So the hazmat suit with the radioactive symbol in the back, and long sleeves underneath that are a little more off-white. So okay, doesn't have any of the yellow. I've seen people with those orange tags here and there, but doesn't seem to have them there. Let's keep going. Oh, we're gonna. Okay, the tool belt is there on the right side. There's a little those little orange stripes there. Oh, almost got the feet there. White sole on the feet. Oh, and there's some black too. So so the pants and short, and then there's some kind of black socks. So I don't know what they are. Maybe some kind of rubber, or maybe he wears. So okay, we have the. Let's see. We have those black pants underneath, And so they're really more like yellow Snickers. Go through this real quick, and then at that point I can probably just start improvising. Doesn't it's not that there's so much. It's fairly simple. Remote. It was interesting that he put Einstein in the car. Like every crazy scientist would always experiment on a living thing. And hey Retro, welcome back. How are you? I was lurking during your stream because I was watching. I was playing Grey, that Spanish game, and so I lurked and I didn't hear about. I think you're supposed to have an announcement, but I missed it. Yeah, so we see here. It's a shame I can't show the radioactive symbol. So yeah, black. I mean, fairly white pants. I mean, that's it, right? I mean, there's really nothing there. Nothing special. Murder Bunny, welcome. Welcome, Murder Bunny. How are you? So yeah, I was saying I'm gonna do Emmet Brown. This is awesome. When he steps aside like slowly. It's such a genius film. So I could watch this over and over again thousands of times. And this was so cool with the fire between the legs. Right after, there's an awesome shot right there. Super awesome shot. They both look back. Okay, so I guess that's it. We kind of know what to do. I did the fire for him too, just for fun last time. So so I guess I'll have him just probably holding the remote. Right. I mean, that's, and he doesn't have those gloves, that, by the way, the yellow ones. I think it might be after. Oh wait, no, I think it's when he. Oh shit! I should have. Sorry, I should have. Little sick. Oh, sorry about that. A lot of people are sick these days. It looks like it's the season for that. Yeah, so when he gets killed later on, he has the I mean, not killed but shot at by the terrorist. He has those gloves because I think he uses this to uses them to yeah, to transport that radioactive compound there. Yeah, so I mean, I could potentially have the gloves, but then I wouldn't have the remote control then. The way he holds the camera, he's ready to bolt at any time. Yeah, so that's oh, I can have him like just like this, and holding the hazmat sort of a helmet in one hand. But I wonder if it's gonna be maybe hard to understand. Oh, I have him holding that briefcase. Guess I could do that. Anyway, so we'll figure it out. So it's kind of important though. It's the pose. So I'm doing 2 streams a day of all Dark Souls 3. Interesting. For a week with webcam and webcam and death counter. Okay, so you're going for the webcam finally. Gonna see your face. Let me see. So what do we do? Should we start? I have to start from someone who kind of could look a bit like him, or start from scratch. Who do we have? Weirdly enough, Cornelius has a little bit of that hunched pose. That might actually be a good thing for Emmet Brown. So weird starting point, but I don't think it's necessarily bad. Except the legs are very short because he's an ape. But I can just yeah, I could change the legs obviously. And it's big. It's a fairly bulky, wide look. So this could work. Yeah, I'll start with him. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. So, Cornelius. Where's Cornelius? Oh, 0. Oh, okay. They're together. That's why. Okay, let's go down. Seems a bit insulting to start Emmet Brown from a chimpanzee, but let's trust the process. So he's definitely taller. That is way taller. Because saying so tall that he had to hunch forward because they couldn't frame them together most of the time. He's 5'5" and I think he's 6 or something. So it'll be probably around here. Can have them too tall either, but say something like this might be okay. So I should maybe still get a ref. Doc Emmet Brown. I used to be more prepared, so sorry about that. I'm not a fan of using this because the shape is very different from the actual thing. Few more. Okay, try and find. Yeah, and you see there's quite a bit of a cosplay, and most people they go for for the white clothes. So it tells you that this is probably the most iconic one. I think that's the best option. Wish I could get a shot of him just like that, but facing camera would be great. I don't think I'm gonna get one though. Which is fine, I guess. At least I can. Because I like this sort of head into the shoulders, and so let's take this image. We'll take this and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's go. Gonna do the same sort of treatment there to quickly go turn this into white. Roughly, what we'll do is desat and then go as white as I can. Always try to have a bit of yellow in it, so it's not too gray. You see, could bring I'm gonna bring Mildred too as a sort of as a reference for white. Like this. This will help a little bit. So let's go. We'll take this white there. And I can take this too. It's the same. So we'll try to get a quick block out. So there's going to be the this is different colors, so it's not too bad. I'm happy about that. So we have at least something a bit different there. It's hard to do those white clothes because you really don't have much. You can't do too much shading, and you can't really see the form or everything because it's all the same. So it's hard to block out. in blockout I like to go faster than that, but I can't really go very fast with this. I'll do hands. We can have one arm a little darker. So I think it's a little bit bulky there at the waist. And there's some kind of shirt and skin. Let's put a head real quick for placement. Quick hair. Doesn't matter too much at the moment. It's really to get the ball rolling. Okay, whatever. Nope. Okay, now got that. This is connected to that. Curve. This. Get rid of that. Here we'll have some kind of a remote that he holds. It's really about it's gonna be really about finding that pose. That's gonna be the hardest thing to do, and once we get that, we should be okay. page or whatever. No, wait, I'm confused. What's this? Then some kind of shading like this. And here we have the other arm. So holding this thing like that. Or the sleeve. Best with the foreshortening. I mean, there's pretty much all the problems are almost all combined into one on this this guy. So he's not he's really not the best design to translate. There's always a way. It's just have to be a little patient. Hopefully we'll manage to do something. Yeah, so I finished Gris, that game that I was talking about. Just came out on Switch, and it's on Steam as well, I think. A very remarkable art and lots of artistry and idea in that game. It's and it's not really it's almost not a game. It's more it's reminiscent of a Journey, as this sort of it's more like an experience than a game in the sort of a more traditional sense of the term. It's still gamey though. I mean, you have like a level design, a bit of platforming, but it's very, very extremely simple. You can't die ever. Puzzles are quickly resolved. I wasn't really stuck anywhere for a very long time. It was less of a game than, for instance, Inside. I think Inside was in that sort of experience that is at the at the crossroads between a game and in storytelling, visual storytelling. I think Inside was the most successful in terms of managing to get to tell a story and experience, but still with a lot of interactivity and some interesting game moments. But regardless, I highly recommend if you're into that sort of stuff. I love all the games that that game company, is their name, that game company did back in the day with Genova Shen, Flower, Flow, and then Journey. Then the art director from Journey left the company and made his own company, and they released Absu a couple of years ago, I think, which was this underwater adventure. Also very beautiful, but even less of a game than that Gris. I think it was a bit underwhelming, not as successful as Journey was. I think it was missing the Genova Shen component in the two of them. He had the art down, but I think design was lackluster. You can tell that he wasn't sure where to go with this game. I think ended up being almost like an interactive screensaver, and in fact you could even use it as a sort of a screensaver when you have people coming, at home, and you can just choose one of the levels and leave it in the background, and it's that it almost is that virtual fish tank that you get. It's very, very pretty, but it was not super exciting not super exciting to play, that's for sure. Gris was good. It was an okay balance. Very, very beautiful. I like that it looked very hand-drawn, because it was. So you had the less of a CG, the perfect razor sharp look that Journey had. Journey felt a little bit more sterile. I mean, sterile is a harsh word, but I think Gris feels more organic and warm as a design. There's like a watercolor. And the art director is a painter and illustrator, and if you see his art, you can Conrad Rosette is called, his name is, and you can tell that his art is pretty much at the source of this game. It's very, very similar. So just doing a really quite horrible block out for now. It's okay, we're just it's just the beginning, just trying to get the main the bulk of the design in place, and then we can start refining. I guess the tool belt will be somewhere there. I'm not sure how the tool belt looks, so I have to check this out in a separate reference. I guess we'll find something. We have a starting point now. Still very rough and ugly. Let's not worry too much about that. So he feels a bit short now. I'm gonna try and get him to be a bit taller, if we can. I don't really need him to have a super cool pose. If he looks a little awkward, I think that's a good thing, because that's really what the character is. It's too low. Yeah, we can't really not have the dog. That would I think that would really, that would be quite weird. Still need to make him a bit bigger. Tricky to find the proper proportions. This is actually probably a bit big. Yeah, this is a bit. I mean, you see, he's probably on a box right there, on an Apple box or something. I don't think even him, a little hunched, he would be much taller. So I think he's actually standing on something there, pretty much sure. So, but then if I had to do this, it would mean that it would be so much bigger. So in the end, I think the impression that they wanted to get is that they're of similar size. So that's what we're gonna go for, since that's the spirit. They want the duck to be to feel a little bit bigger than Marty McFly, because Marty McFly, everyone is bigger than Marty McFly, but not really huge. So I think if we do, I don't want him to have long legs. So I guess if we do that, it's probably fine. And even those legs, they feel a bit long to me. Spray real quick. That's probably okay. Gonna move everything a little bit more to the right, and have him, if I can, I would like to have him a little tilted. The shoulders are not entirely straight. Oh, I'm not sure I can get that, but we'll try. Well, I try to get a bit, soon we'll start to get a bit more precise, but at this stage it's still very early, so it's fine to go fast and be a little messy still. See if I use the same color maybe for both arms. Not sure this is justified to have one arm darker. Might not be a best idea to. Oops. Foreshortening is a bit tricky to get. I'm gonna start slowing down maybe a little bit, as you'll see, because things are getting closer. So at that point, I need to be a bit more conscious of what I'm doing. There's a tangent in that area. Something I always try to fight are all these tangents. Making sure everything is still readable. I guess he has a t-shirt and this shirt underneath, but I'm not sure I can even show anything in there that would not look completely strange. I could have something a little bit darker with a bit of a color, but it might look just a little strange. Might not be able to really understand what this is. No, we won't keep this t-shirt there. We'll find a way to make the hair eventually. White on white on white. I really don't like those design for pixel art. That's it's pretty bad. But that's the character, you know. So I kind of have to do it this way. Okay. Hard to figure out what's going on here. It's very since it's pretty bulky. There's a lot of rippling happening, so we need to try and convey some of that. Also, make sure we get deeper shadows under the arms. It'll be a little difficult because the everything is so light, and any shadow looks a little weird. Quite tricky, but we'll try to find a way. I can have bit of shading in there. Let's use this one. It's so confusing. Don't think I'll be able to have any shadow there. I really wish yeah, it had a different look. To mark the inside of the sleeve with the shadow it makes. I'll do the same around here. That's one. This it's kind of a it's just wearing a watch, I think. think I should have a bit more space for the remote. Seems a little small there. And okay, a little bit of shading. Oh, okay. Oh, seems a bit. There's this sort of key or whatnot in it. Not sure I want to represent this, but I think it's best to keep this a bit simpler. Yeah, so small. It's hard to do anything. Not even sure I can show that that antenna. I have to keep this really really simple. Can't really afford to do anything too crazy. No one's gonna understand what's going on if we try to show too much detail in this. For something like this, I always hope that people know the character, you know, and they they fill in the blanks a little bit with their minds. Because if you don't really know the character, this will be a bit challenging to understand, I think. It'll be one of those where if people don't get it, then they'll be just utterly confused by this. It's like, what is he holding? What is he doing exactly? But I mean, it's not like there's so much that I can do at this size. So I kind of have to, you know, to accept that fact a little bit. try to make the best of a situation that's not ideal. It's always where this area is always tricky because everything kind of collides there, creates a lots of complexity and tangents everywhere. So always try to get this, put a bit of time in those areas. Okay. At least it's got the yellow shoes. Thank God for that. A tiny something to hold on to. Just a tiny bit of visual interest. I love it. Wish there was more. No, I don't know what I'm doing there. You had those light soles, but I can't show them because I would need an extra line like this, and then it's gonna be too much. So, fortunately, I managed to do one foot. I can always copy over. So this is not too bad, I think. got just a bit better over time with the feet. Still a struggle, but got just a bit more familiar with the feet. I was gonna flip once in a while because I want to make sure that it's still looking okay, more or less. It's a shame that the foot is too much. Yeah, I think it's better if the foot is a little less. Too much perspective in the foot, like if we are above, So I think it's better to do something like this. I was reading that they had a hard time figuring a way to introduce the relationship between the two characters, Marty and Doc. They seem to be very unlikely to be friends, especially since we never witness how they meet, who they are for each other. And so they didn't want to spend a lot of time introducing this to the audience, so that's why they came up with the idea of the guitar amp, because it was sort of a way to show that both their personalities and the fact that they Marty could allow himself to do this with the technology. Try to get some still some relatively interesting bit of a shape for those spans, so it's not entirely too boring. Okay, so get just a bit of a no, just a bit of shape in there. It's very simple shading, but enough to give just a bit of visual interest. We'll try to just simply mirror those feet. It should work okay. We'll do something like this. It shouldn't be too long to do, but simply because there's not much going on with him. There's really not a ton of stuff that I can make. It's pretty basic stuff. Then what we'll do eventually is we'll try to increase contrast like this to get these area to read just a bit better. Hard to tell what's going on there. There's some kind of a zipper. So I guess we could have this sort of stuff going on in the center. Something I want to try and avoid too many straight lines, just so that it looks like this this thing is a bit big, you know, and there's going to be quite a bit of improvisation there. Yeah, not much I can paint, fortunately. So I'm gonna try if I should turn Okay, I think there's too much difference in the 2 feet and the 2 legs. Okay, let's not do it this way. And a bit more shadow inside the legs is usually better than outside. Sorry if I'm not speaking. There's not much to say already about what I'm doing at the moment. It's just getting a bit of form in everything now. So it's a very simple lighting, just so that things can read with a bit of volume. They're not completely flat. And that's really about it. You know, there's not much. Here we'll do the same. So usually I consider that there's a lot less light getting in the inside, so I'll add a bit of shadowing there. In the top of the leg is always a bit lighter because it's getting a bit more light from the top. Apply the same thing here, so the folds, they're shadowing on themselves, so that's why you end up with those things. And then on top of that, bit of aliasing here and there, just so that the fabric looks a little bit softer if needed. And that's it. Let me see. So assuming that the belt is on this side. Oh, okay, so there's one thing that is good there that I just thought about. We have this orange color there that he has. So that's a little bit of a visual interest too. I will take this gladly. Okay. go a bit lighter, and nope. Oh, hold on. And I still have a bit of shading in it, so we feel the shadow a little bit more. This is not very good color. Would go a little more yellow, saturate quite a bit. Still not too happy with this. Was it okay? Now I have to look for this reference again. Can't see much. And there's a bit of orange there next to the tool bell. Take this image. Looks like it should be a bit more red overall. Like a tangerine. Okay, and then we'll take the same thing and apply this somewhere there. Oh. Not sure where this is supposed to be. We can play with this a little bit. So here we'll have a tool belt. Probably less of a green. Too sure about the size of this thing. Something like this. It feels like this this belt seems a bit too. Yeah, I think it's better like this. And we'll just shade it just a bit. Try to convey it kind of curves around the hip. I still feel like it doesn't seem properly positioned. Should be already around the waist, I think. Yeah, it seems a better positioning, I think. that's becoming a little too much. And then there's a bunch of tools and stuff. So some pretty colorful things. Wrenches and things of a different no. Trying to get both a read on the tools and on the belt itself. This is this orange there is very confusing actually, so I need to find a way. I think it's more underneath, but still it is weird. What to do? think it would be nice to feel like it's going through. Like this, maybe. It's a bit it's a bit hard to do actually. I like that there seems to be plenty of stuff going on in it. So I'd like to get a little bit of that slightly chaotic feel. So Retro, I don't know if you can hear me, maybe you're probably lurking, but have you said when when you're gonna do the Dark Souls streams? What days? Do you know already when it's gonna be? I think okay, so something like this is not too bad. The thing that I don't like about it is that it feels very straight, and I think it should have a somewhat of an angle like this. And then bring it maybe a little closer. Oh. Okay, so tool belt. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat and have that orange maybe somewhere there, because I don't think it matters that much which side it is, and as long as there's a little bit of it, feels better on this side. So I think it makes sense to do that. Okay, so we're getting there now. Get rid of the fire. Yeah, I think I'm glad that I took this. I went for this this costume because in the end, I think it's still better. It's not the most interesting, but it's still him more than any other thing that he was wearing, I think. No, it's the few. It's more into a bit of a polish now. What I want to try and is get to, if possible, is to try and increase contrast overall. That may be as simple as having some areas that are just a bit darker. just trying to push certain thing so that we can it's easier to read what's going on. At the same time, the trick is that I still want him to look like he's wearing white, you know. Can't go too dark, too much contrast, so that if the outfit doesn't look black in the white in the end, it's not really working either. So I have to be careful with that. Okay. So we're getting there for this guy. I need to find so I wonder if I should outline a little bit stronger. I don't like to do this strong outlines, but I guess maybe this is not enough. So I'll try to go maybe in between. Be something like this might be good. We'll use this for outline. Here a bit darker because it's in shadow. Then let's see. Use the same color here. We can still have a bit of an outline there. Would make sense. Okay, this is probably not the best, the most exciting stream that I've done, because this character is just naturally doesn't have a lot to go for. But still have to have him. I think he's such a big deal, you know, for this franchise, that I would feel it would feel weird to me not having him there. I think it would not make a lot of sense. And areas where we can have a bit of shading there, and then it would be the hair. So I'm gonna try and get it to read as white, but that's gonna be this is gonna be hard, I think, because it'll be too yeah, what's difficult is really that every line feels very thick at this size, and so it doesn't really look like hair. That's really the trick there. That's hard to do. Go try to shade this a bit more. Okay. Get this a bit cleaner. I'm getting confused with hair where hair and meets with the there's this kind of his head is quite it's quite a bit of chaos, and so I'd like to try and get some of that at least. It's a bit challenging, this guy, for hair. At least if he had black hair, that would have helped me quite a bit, but no, has to be white too. I think maybe having the little eyebrows might make him look older, like this. Probably worth doing, right? Otherwise he looked too much like I don't know, its face didn't seem to work too much. Hmm. Just move him around just a little bit. See how he feels. Yeah, size seems alright. Seems about right. I think it's okay. These 2 pixels here are weird. Seem isolated. Oh, that's why. Okay. I wonder if I could get this antenna to be really big. So one thing we can do here is the trick of this sort of trick where you go lighter and lighter. It will look like it's ending in a point, and that's really just a little trick there. Very easy. So okay, he's got the remote, the tool belt, the colors there. What else does he need? Something to what else do we need? Is there something else there on the other side? Some kind of pouch, or not sure what this is. And there seems to be something on the sleeve, but can't tell what this is. Can't really tell. I'm gonna keep him aside and just try and see if I can give him a bit less neck. I think it's better for him. Just a bit more shading there. Okay, so that's close, I think, now from final. Like I said, not incredibly exciting, but yeah, I mean that's kind of what it is, you know. And finally, yeah, I think that's all right, more or less. Now we can. So now there's the question of Einstein, because he's also part of the thing, right? So I think we have to have him. I didn't find one good ref. One clean reference from the actual real dog in the movie. This is it's maybe as good as it's gonna get. I don't see the bottom. Fortunately. So I don't see the colors of the legs, if they're the same, or it doesn't seem to have anything special. And how's the tail? Is this a long tail? Emmet Brown, Back to the Future. See the dog real quick. Nope, yeah. So lighter at the bottom. Can't see his tail. Maybe he doesn't have one. And a bit darker around the neck. No. I guess tail doesn't matter because from the front like this we don't see the tail anyway. He's got something around the neck. Oh, is that the I think it's the timer when he does the experiment, I think. Yeah, darker here. Can I do screenshot of that? Boom. He's got this too. I could use as a sort of bit of an accent of color. Okay, we won't be able to see the tail of the dog. Because if I have him standing, long tail, okay. Okay. So let's get Einstein now. Should I have him sitting next to the duck or standing? I guess sitting would make more sense. My cat is in the my lap. She won't move. Oh, can you hear her? Oh, she stopped purring. Wonder if I should have I could have her purring in the mic. Okay, so I think I'll have him sitting. Probably better, I think. So we'll name this one Doc Emmet Brown. Zero copy. Wait a minute. Okay, and so let's try and get this little guy. So we'll start, I guess, from scratch there, because not sure. Not sure I have anything to start from. It's about mid-thigh, so probably somewhere in there. He's lighter in the front. Legs, whatever. Not too sure what I'm doing here, but hopefully we'll we'll find it. Huh? Little tongue, yeah. Little eyes. Oops. Kill these eyes there. Make a mistake. To have him a lot less big, I think. Looks a bit like a sheep. I think it's the shape of the head that is that's not right. Hold on. What's going on? Poor Einstein. Okay, that's a bit better maybe. Little round, cute round ears. Like that. Woof. What else? Be nice to feel like the to get a feel for the long hair. Kind of a bit flowy. I'm a bit confused as to how I want to turn him. Something's not right. Do I want him? like that. Just have a bit of variation in the wish I could see the reference for the legs there. Darker in this area. Okay. Kind of tricky to get the to read the hair of the dog, and also still getting a nice a proper read on the shape of the dog. No. it's not easy because hair would hide most of what's going on in this area, so difficult to get. It would be hard to get a read on the two individual legs, you know. It would be almost mesh, kind of all into one big hairy blob. Still a little bit confusing at the moment, but hopefully we'll get something a bit better. Oh. We'll probably have him behind like this. Oh, this is much better. Much better head. I could feel a bit more. Looks like he's got a bit of a hairy nose, so it feels a little bit bigger. I think in between, maybe this value might work. A smiling dog. Like this. So Let's have color in the dog, but I think that's fine. Can afford a bit more color for him. That's what's kind of giving that that vibe of a hairy dog, is that there's quite a bit of different values everywhere. So he's getting there. One little patch of hair at a time. Okay. Just gonna try to just simplify everything a little bit now. I like to have some bit of complexity in the colors and everything, but I wouldn't want him to become too complicated either, you know. So it was the question of keeping things a bit readable but interesting enough. Needs to be to feel like nice and soft and fluffy. So technically we should have a bit of perspective in him as well. So just the front paws, maybe a little less forward. Let's see. Gonna try to increase the contrast a bit. Saturation a bit down. So bearing me with me with just a little longer, and we should be done quite soon, I think. Shouldn't be too much longer to make this little doggy there. Not sure about this area. Ideally, I'd like to find let's see. Sheepdog. This exact breed is under debate by fans. Common theories suggest a mixed breed, Berger Picard, Briard, or breed of sheepdog. Yeah, I see Briard. You see a lot of those in France. Look at this guy. Let's see this one. Oh, it's very different. Yeah, it could be a mix of those different things. Sheepdog. What do we get? Oh wow, okay, different. Just wanna next something like this. That's the only reason I'm doing this is because I'd like to have a reference of one sitting to see the back legs, how much we see them with the hair and stuff. Of course, there's not going to be one single picture of a simple dog sitting. Ah, come on. It's crazy. Again, try. There you go. It's kind of confused in this area. Already that much clearer than what I've done actually. So one thing I could do is just separate the front part of the leg. like on like this puppy there. Okay. See. This is better, I think. It's always good to have at least one reference for that sort of stuff. I mean, for everything generally, but even more for things that are a bit complex like this. Sometimes they're hard to imagine. You have a sort of a rough idea in your mind, but to get the exact to be accurate, sometimes it's just difficult, you know. Just even if you're just slightly off, it's enough to make things look weird. Okay, took a bit of time to get this guy, but I mean it's still fairly complex thing. Oh, dog. Okay. I think it's not too bad. Dark brown and Einstein and Marty. Yeah. Trying to think. There's more to do, or we're gonna name him Einstein. So I'm next. Yeah, I think it's all right. Flip everything. Seem to be okay. Maybe this here could be a little rounder. Don't need this. What do we want to put in? Guess we could leave a bit of distance for once. I mean, it's always cute to have a dog next to his master, close. But I'd like to see the tail. So I don't know. Might still be better to do that. There. So what time it's been? It's been 3 hours 20 minutes. Not too bad to do both the dog and his dog. Wonder if could do just a little more. Yeah, it'll make more sense. Because his tongue would be quite shadowed with all the hair and stuff, so I want it to be too light. I think it's too red for him. I'll change this. I'll fix him. Yeah, so let's have a shadow. Actually, let me wonder which direction I want him to face. Should I have Einstein facing the other way like this? No, that's weird. They should look in the same direction. So maybe I'll just have them facing the other way. It's just for the shadow. I think it'll be better. If they all face the same direction, makes more sense. Okay, so we'll do that. Bring some shadow here. Oh, get that. Oh. there. Yeah, I think should do it. If there's nothing else, I think it'll be we are going to be done. Yeah, I think it's all right. I'll look at it tomorrow, like I always do. I still think, you know, I still think Marty is actually is too much saturation overall. I like the skin color, but I think everything else is a little too bright and flashy. I'm just gonna give it a quick correction. I think it's worth doing that. We'll see. So copy his skin over. Make sure we don't affect that. I think I'm going to also keep his feet. So we'll keep that. And also something I noticed when I was looking more closely at picture today. In fact, this is actually not from the shirt. It's really the reverse of the jacket, and it's a different color. This is a little more tan, and this is more of a blue shirt. It's I didn't notice this the first time, but you see it very clearly there. Find a good picture. Yeah, so you see it's completely different actually, because this is really a part of the jacket, and that's the shirt. This guy's got a darker red t-shirt underneath. So, and this is should be more red. So I think this is a bit wrong actually in terms of colors. So I will just going to separate everything a little bit, and then fix all the different parts one at a time. I already feel like colors are a bit off. So might as well do it. So we have the jacket here. The skin is on top, so it doesn't matter. This part doesn't matter because we have the skin on top. And then this is going to be all that's blue. Also, we're going to preserve this. Yeah. So now we can really play with the different things separately. So I think what I need to do is this this sort of jacket here needs to go darker and more red. Bring down saturation. More like this, and yeah, this needs to go down in saturation. Go a little darker too. And So this seems to be, it seems more realistic colors. If we go back to where we were, it's too flashy, too almost like a bit fluorescent. This is more natural. Yeah, I think that's better. And since we were here, we can also have this part. That should have a bit more red in it. Like this. And the shirt there. Shirt a bit more blue. And a bit lighter maybe. This. Even this I think could be just a bit lighter. Like this, and then just a bit of shading there. Yeah. So from here to there, here to here. Yes, I think this is better, especially if you compare, for instance, to her in the colors, the saturation she has. This is getting a little closer. Or him, it's very saturated because it's like a very royal blue, but this is more like blue jeans, so it shouldn't be as saturated as this or that. So that makes sense, I think. And we can even contrast a little bit more. Yeah, I think that is better, I think. So again, one last time. Here, very flashy to there. It's not a huge difference, but I think it's enough to a bit more red there. Yeah. Oops. Okay, so Marty's back. We're happy with that. We've got our dog. And I think, let me think. I think we're done. I don't think what you think, guys, but I think we should be done, right? I mean, I don't really think of can't really think of any anything else I should do. Seems okay to me overall. Yeah, I think we should be done, right? So yeah, so that'll conclude the Back to the Future series. We have all the main characters now down to Einstein, which is good. Let me get Marty a little closer there. Oh. Yeah, yesterday I was counting. I made 47 characters, so that should be 48, 49 if we count Einstein. So getting close to 50 now. So yeah, one at a time. We a little bit of a progress. Every other day, a new character. It's going actually quite fast if you manage to be able to maintain one every other day. It's going actually faster than I thought in a way. Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna call the stream then. 3 hours and 30 minutes should be good. So guys, thank you again. Thank you for the people lurking, for the people coming back regularly and watching me. I hope you guys had a good time and that you like our version of the dog. And I'll post this probably tomorrow, depending if there's some fixes to do or not. And we'll see each other back on Monday. Now it's it's Friday, so I'll stream on Monday now at the same time, always the same time, 9 p.m. Pacific time. There's a little counter under the stream, so you can always know based on your time zone how much time there is still to the next stream. It's pretty convenient. And we'll see what we do on Monday. We'll decide. So it's going to be the Christmas week, or is it after the week after? No, it's the week after. Or is it? I don't remember. No, I think it's next week, right? So we'll have to do some kind of a Christmassy character, I guess, at some point. We'll see. Maybe we'll do. I wanted to do the Gremlins. I wanted to do Gizmo and maybe Stripe, the evil one, the one with the white hair. Because for some reason, when I think of Christmas, I think of the Gremlins. There's really that nice mood of that little town in America around Christmas time. It's all beautiful and everyone's happy, and it's a really nice mood in the beginning. Turns into something a bit different when the Gremlins hatch, but it's still a nice, a really nice thing. Something that I like to watch during the Christmas time. So I guess maybe we'll do a little Gremlin, mischievous Gremlin, and a nice cute Gizmo, which is gonna be really tiny, but might be fun to do. Okay, so anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you back now on Monday. Take care. Have a good weekend, and see you soon. Thank you. Bye.